When it comes to hitting every shot in Fortnite, pros like pretty much have that down. From having the most amount of cheating accusations you can think of to winning back-to-back FNCSs, he's pretty much got it, right? There's only one actual reason you can think of for that, and that's his sensitivity. Having the best sense means a lot. It can make or break a fight, from when you full box a kid to whiffing every shot and losing the fight. That would, really suck, but that would all come down to your sensitivity, right? So in this video, we're going to talk about how you can find your best sensitivity and what to do in order to keep yourself as consistent as possible. But speaking of Peter, that actually brings us in today's sponsor, VoiceWave. Now, VoiceWave is an app that you can install to sound like Peter Griffin or Peter Parker, which is Spider-Man, and many other voices. There's over 100 plus voices you can choose from on this app, including soundboards that you can use to, troll your friends with clapping, applauses, alerts, and many other things, including sensitive beeps, which is funny. If you're a streamer like I am, well, there's a lot you could do with this, right? On top of that, sounding like somebody different is always fun to troll your friends. They've actually just added some Halloween themed ones and, some characters from some of your favorite games, but we'll talk more on this app a little bit later on. We're in my map, and I want to quickly talk about the main reason pros hit every shot, and that is because they are very consistent with their sensitivity, their settings, and everything like that. And in order to be consistent, you have to stick to one sensitivity. Today, we're actually going to talk about the best sensitivities, well, what I recommend for you for the best sensitivities in order to help you find your best sense, right? So technically, I can't tell you what the best sensitivity is because that is 1000% preference. One person may like playing really fast sense, while the other might playing really slow sense. Therefore, I can't be like, yeah, 2.0 is the best sensitivity, because everybody has their opinions, right? Me personally, I actually play a fast sense. This is me on a, well, fairly fast sense, right? I don't know if you could tell, but I'm quite shaky. But there's other people like Peterbot, like we've mentioned a few times in here, that actually plays a slow sense. And by slow, I mean I count anything under 8.0 X and Y. Anything under that, slow. From 8 and above, highs, right? So 7.9 down pretty much I would count as a slow sensitivity. So 6.4 800 DPI is fairly slow, right? 6.4 800 DPI actually is, I would say, more of in the middle, but it is still considered a slow sensitivity to me, and that is what Peterbot plays. Now what I play real quick is 9.0 9.0 30 targeting, 30 scope. Peterbot plays 50-50 for this, which that is 100% up to you. That doesn't really change your sensitivity other than when you aim. Now I play 115 125 to make my building and editing a lot more mechanical and faster, because, well, I'm a mechanical player with decent aim, right? But we'll talk about my sensitivity first, because that is what we're on. So we'll talk about fast sense. Now, I highly recommend not 9.9, because that is pretty quick, but 8.8. They look pretty much the same when it comes to, looking around and actually playing the game, but 8.8 is still a little bit slower, right? So 8.8, the reason I recommend this is because it is right at that deadline of too fast and, fast and slow, right? You can still do absolutely everything you need to do, but on top of that, you can still look around and hit every shot that you need to hit, which is why I recommend 8.8 as your best sensitivity for a fast sense player. But you got to understand, the thing about being a fast sense player is, it can be difficult at times to hit shots. Therefore, you need to stay as consistent and, stick to your sensitivity. Don't change it. Don't do nothing like that, because, well, that will just overall cause bad muscle memory and make it really hard to aim overall, right? Now, for this next sensitivity, it's actually a fairly slow sense, and it's kind of close to Peterbot's in a way, because 2.9 actually just equals out to pretty much 6.6 if you play 800 DPI, and Peterbot plays 800 DPI 6.4. So I mean, it's pretty close to the same thing, but this is 2.9 on 1600 DPI, and it's actually a really good sensitivity. Now I recommend this to anybody and absolutely everybody that plays a slow sense and that still wants to stay really good aim but also be mechanical. 2.9 for some reason just has it's like that sweet spot in the slow sense area that you could be mechanical and you can just absolutely hit every shot and look smooth, like a really smooth player. Like, it's really hard to miss on this sensitivity, and on top of that, you could still be mechanical. If you know who Cooper is, Cooper actually plays the sensitivity, and he's just one of the most mechanical players that I have actually seen play the game. He also has an FNCS win, so I mean, it can't be that bad, right? So highly recommend trying 2.9. It's definitely one of the sensitivities that, like, is really, really decent, especially for like a competitive player. Now, being competitive, you obviously don't play really fast sensitivity because you're meant to, you know, hit more shots than you are to edit course, right? So playing a sensitivity like this, like Cooper or Peterbot plays, it's definitely a good sensitivity. You could be PC with it and you can have absolutely everything you need to do. So I'm recommending 2.9 1600 DPI as the better sensitivity. It's definitely something I'm probably going to switch back to when I peaked, when I played Fortnite, which it's, I'm sure y'all don't really care. You ain't here for this, but when I played Fortnite and I actually peaked, I peaked my sensitivity with like 2.9 back when I was like actually good at the game. Now I'm kind of old and washed and, you know, just not very crazy good at the game anymore. But you know me, I'm still the best for real. But yeah, 2.9 definitely a great sensitivity. But anyways, let's continue on what actually makes these sensitivities good. Before we get into what actually makes the sensitivities good, you know, in their own way, whether it's fast, whether it's slow, let's quickly talk more about voice wave. Now, I want to quickly show you what it actually sounds like to be Peter Griffin.
So this is what Peter Griffin sounds like through voice wave, and I actually think it sounds pretty similar to the actual voice. Now, keep in mind, I have not changed the pitch or the volume, and also it is AI, so it does have to adjust to everybody's voice, and it will sound different depending on your voice.
Now, I actually have well, I wouldn't really say deep, but I have on the deeper side of voices, and a lot of voice changers don't actually work with me, but this one does, which is why I think it's probably one of the faster growing voice changers because it works really well no matter who you are, right? Even some of the female voices actually sound very good with my voice.
Is the female voice. This is what it sounds like. You could always mess with the pitch or the volume to change it to how you would like it to sound, but yeah, this is pretty much the female voice sounds like with my voice.
So highly recommend trying this out. The link will be in the description as well as pinned in the comments. And go ahead and let me know what you guys think of the voice changer in the comment section. I quickly want to talk about what actually makes a sensitivity good. Now, whether you're on fast sense or a slow sense, they're both good in their own ways, and let's quickly talk about it. Now, a lot of people that I know and that I'm friends with actually like playing on a relatively fast sensitivity. That's because they're all creative players, they're all really fast mechanical, but they all also have good aim, you know, they also have decent aim, but that's not really, you know, a comp thing, right? So playing really fast sensitivity and just overall being really mechanical at the game really isn't that, you know, used in comp because it's more box fighty and, you know, just overall, you know, like I've said 20 times now, not really for comp. So being a faster sensitivity is definitely good if you want to be a flashy edit course creative player that plays, you know, zone war wagers, whatever it is that you do, you know, stuff like that, or you just play ranked, whatever like that, and you like to just edit course and clip people. Being on that faster sensitivity is really good for mechanics. Right, being on the slower sensitivity like 2.9 that I showcased is actually really good for aiming. Now, yes, you could have good mechanics, but you know, somebody on a really fast sensitivity is obviously going to be trying to be more mechanical. So somebody that's playing a slow sense is definitely more aim. So they're going to hit harder while also being a lot more probably PC. You can still be PC on fast sense, don't get me wrong, but you know, you don't really see it too often. You usually see a lot of just like, you know, edit coursing, clipping, stuff like that on a faster sense, right? So that is basically the difference between the two. And overall, if I had to recommend one sense to a new player, right, it would actually be 2.9 1600 DPI to a new keyboard and mouse player. So they could start off having, you know, decent mechanics, but also overall having really good aim in game. So that is basically where we're going to end this video. If this video did help you out with finding your perfect sensitivity, make sure you like the video, subscribe. We're about to hit 7K subscribers. If this video could actually take us to 7K, that would mean a lot. It would be like winning FNCS to me. So definitely help me get my subs up. You know, the more subs, you know, the more videos I can make, and the further these get actually put out to people. So it really does just mean a lot and help a lot. Also, if you'd like to try out my map, the map code is at the top of the screen. That would also mean a lot to me because, you know, map, WMAP, right? And anyways, that is it for the video. If this video did help, like I said, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Also, if you'd like to see how to get your PC optimized for the lowest delay and the best ping possible, click this video on the screen, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.